just had this crazy dream I wanted to share. I was in that church, in the sanctuary, in the holy place, in the place of prayer, just seeking the Lord by myself. And in this dream, the source of music I had was like this laptop on the on this roll around cart, um, like a stand, like a video stand or something. So, anyways, I had this right in the middle of the holy place of prayer, sanctuary, whatever you want to call it. We'll just call it the holy place for the time being. And there was worship music playing on it. It was like a Christian station, and the all of a sudden there was like this distraction. There was this like Christian worship video, and I knew it was Christian based, and I knew it was a Christian station, and I knew it was I didn't change the channel or anything, and it was this like underwear commercial where there was this guy sprawling around on the bed in his underwear, and it was really inappropriate. It shouldn't be there. It wasn't, it definitely didn't need to be in the holy place. And it disturbed me. It frustrated me because I kept trying to shut it off. I kept hitting buttons and trying to get it off. It wouldn't turn off. Anything I could do, everything I tried doing, it wouldn't shut off. So, anyways, I I got frustrated, and I'm like, oh no, people are going to come in here and they're going to get a false representation of Jesus, and they're going to get the wrong idea. So I started to get, troubled over that because I didn't want to present a wrong gospel to them. I didn't want to present a wrong image of Christ to them. And then I looked in the hallway that led to the holy place. There's like this long hallway that you had to walk through in order to enter into the holy place. And there was a giant Christmas tree there, just blocking. Yep, yeah, a Christmas tree. It was blocking the doorway. See how excited he got when I heard the word Christmas tree? Why do we have Christmas trees, Nicholas?
Because it's Christmas.
And what's Christmas about?
Santa.
And?
Presents.
And?
Snow.
And?
Christmas trees.
Okay, I rest my case. He doesn't even know what it's about Jesus. It's about, celebrating his birth. And that's my own fault as a parent. And this is a proper representation of the families and children's mindsets, even adults' mindsets of Christmas and the reason for the season. So, sorry, buddy, I didn't mean to embarrass you. Embarrassing myself as well, because I'm your parent. You're only 5, and I love you. So we will have a long discussion tonight about Christmas and the reason for the season. So anyways, the point is that the Christmas tree was a stumbling block, a distraction, a blockade, a roadblock. It was preventing people from coming into the holy place. Even if they wanted to come, they couldn't come because there was this giant distraction, this giant diversion, this giant task. Even it was an incomplete Christmas tree, mind you. It had no ornaments on it. It had no lights, so it represented a lot of work that needed to be done. So when you look at this tree, you think of work. And then I shared this dream with my wife this morning, and she had also added that most people right now their minds are racing, their minds are consumed with all the tasks, especially women. She said that we're, like myself, I don't really pay a whole lot of attention. I know it's a big financial burden, a big financial expense. Fortunately, we put aside some money for that already over the past year, which is nice. But most people are very stressed out, very very burdened, very troubled, very anxious about this season, when it's really about the joy of Jesus, recognizing, him and his birth and his, what he represents, which is a whole other discussion. But anyways, the point of the dream, I believe, was as my wife added, that a lot of people, even in church, they get these distractions in their minds. They start thinking about these images like I had on that computer. They have these images pop up in their minds, and they try really hard to cast them down, and they can't. They can't focus. They can't enter in. They can't get into the presence of God. They can't hear the voice of God. They can't see God. They can't feel God because they're distracted. So, like I shared with her, what I usually do, this is not a doctrine. This is not a theology of any means, but this is a scripture that I use to pray over my mind when I can't seem to get the thoughts and the cares of life to escape from my mind. But I pray, I actually sometimes put my hands on my face or on my head, and I pray, and I just say, Jesus, take every thought of mine captive to your will, to obey you, to hear you, by your Spirit, by your power, by your word. I take every thought captive to the obedience of Christ, and I cast down every imagination, every thought, every high thing that would come against or exalt itself against the knowledge of you, your word, your spirit, your voice, your truth, your presence. Sometimes I say it over and over again. There's different translations kind of mixed in there, but you get the idea. We want to take our thoughts captive to obey Christ and his word, and let him orchestrate our minds, our thoughts, and let him direct our paths. And we have to willfully submit our minds to him so we can have the mind of Christ. He's not going to force his mind on us. We have to do it ourselves with his help, with his grace, with his power, with his empowering grace. So basically, just remember the reason for the season. Try not to be distracted. Keep focused on Jesus and his love. And God bless you.